Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, we're going to talk about how to structure your offer in JV brokering. However, before you get into structuring your offer, you might want to know what a JV partner often looks for. Let's get started. First and foremost, allow me to brief you on what's a JV partnership. A joint venture partnership with an established internet marketer is the quickest avenue to success for the novice internet marketer or for an individual who's created a product or service but has never done any internet marketing. Partnering with an established marketer gives a newbie instant credibility and access to the best market for his product, service, or idea. When approaching an established internet marketer with a joint venture proposal, an individual should realize that there are three main things that the marketer will evaluate when determining whether to accept your joint venture proposal. And here are the things that a JV partner will look for. Product quality. Product quality will be considered and looked at very carefully and from every angle. The successful internet marketer is not going to recommend an inferior product or service to its members of the list. It has put a great deal of time and effort into establishing himself as a reliable and dependable provider of information. An inferior product or service could undo all his hard work. Check what you're offering to make sure it's of highest quality possible and that it delivers what's promised. Market and demand. Market and demand for the product or service has been well established. You must have done your research and be able to prove to him that there is a market as well as a demand for the product or service you're selling. No matter how great your new buggy whip might be, there just won't be a market for it and no demand either. What you're selling needs to be relevant to today's marketplace. Sales letter. How persuasive your sales letter is written will be the final determining factor. Even if you have a high-quality product or service for which you have established that there is a market and a demand, if your sales letter is weak, the established internet marketer will not bother with you. And now we've come to options for structuring your offer. There are two options for you to choose from, which are 20% brokering fee and a one-time flat fee. You might be wondering which one to choose or which one's better for you. Don't worry, let me explain it to you. 20% brokering fee means that you ask for a 20% commission from every sale of the product or service. Of course, you can always negotiate on the percentage with your partners to achieve a win-win situation. But note that you are not the only broker. People always manage to find a substitute of you who would offer a reasonable price. Communicate with both sides of your partner to achieve a balance that makes everyone happy. Next is the one-time flat fee. This means that you only offer once with a flat price. However, we don't recommend this offer unless you're really desperate to raise money. This is because a one-time flat price doesn't offer a long-run benefit to you. You're only being paid once even when the sales are still going on. Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, I'll be talking about where to post your service for freelancing gigs. The first stop for many freelancers are the various freelancing and outsourcing sites. Here are some freelancing sites to try. There are quite a few of them you can try, but you'll be facing a lot of competition from all around the globe. Some people are writing articles for as little as 50 cents each on these sites. The quality is horrible at that price, but they still manage to get the work. Another great way to get work is on the various internet marketing forums. Here are some of the forums you can try to find freelance work. These forums are full of successful marketers who need freelance services. It can be pretty hard to find a good, reliable freelancer, so they'll be more willing to give you a chance. You can also get slightly better prices than you can on the freelance sites. Remember, don't go spamming these forums with offers. You'll need to follow their rules, and you may need to pay to post an ad to get business. But paying $10 or $20 is a drop in the bucket compared to the amount of money you can make from a single offer. But I'll be further explaining on two of the freelance sites specifically in this video course. The Upwork.com and Fiverr.com are the largest and most globalized freelance platforms where most freelancers and clients frequent and seek for freelance jobs and services. Upwork.com. Most freelance services like voiceover, graphic design, virtual assistant can be found on this site. With over 1.5 million clients, Upwork, formerly Odesk, offers something for every type of freelancer. With over 1.5 million clients, Upwork, formerly Odesk and Elance, offers something for every type of freelancer. It accommodates both short and long-term projects, hourly or project-based work, to entry and expert-level engagements. Regardless of what possession or skills you're offering, Upwork is likely to have it for you. The steps to navigating your way in Upwork are pretty simple. Just simply sign up for an account on the site and you can browse through thousands of job postings. It's made simple as you can search by category based on your skills and fill out applications for anything you find relevant. If you get interviewed or hired, you can track your hours or project status on Upwork and then get paid directly through the site. Here are some ways to increase your chances of landing a job. 1. Fill out your entire profile with samples and references. Clients may contact you about jobs, so you need to make your profile as enticing as possible. 2. Take multiple tests. You'll have to take the Upwork readiness test before you can apply for jobs, but then you should take others related to your skills. This shows clients that you can really do the work. 3. Link a withdrawal option to your account. This takes a long time to set up, so you should get it going while you work on your first project. 4. Include a cover letter for every job you apply to. Do the same just as you would do for a regular 9-to-5 gig. Explain your profession or skill. Fiverr.com is a good place to start to build your freelance empire. Sometimes looking for a platform to present your services can be the most difficult thing for a freelancer. Connection is all a freelancer needs, and Fiverr has created this platform for you. This is a place where everyone can be connected to search for the services they need. Fiverr is a marketplace where people can offer their services starting at a cost of $5. The concept of Fiverr is straightforward. As a seller, remember this 4-step procedure. Communicate with the client, accept the gig or send them a custom offer, deliver the gig, complete the order. How to use Fiverr? Fiverr is extremely easy to navigate and use. The website design is clean and clear that even first-timers can understand the concept easily in no time at all. First of all, signing up for a Fiverr account is free of charge. Go to their website, then click on Join to sign up for the account. As mentioned, enter your email and set up the password. Or you can connect Fiverr to your Facebook or Google account without creating a new account. The whole process is extremely easy. It's not necessary to fill in any other information unless you want to customize your profile manually. After that, you'll receive a confirmation email from Fiverr. Activate your account through the email. Once you've completed the activation, you can start selling on Fiverr. Aside from that, you'll need to have your own PayPal account. PayPal is the main payment method that is accepted by Fiverr. If you already own one, link it to your Fiverr account. If you don't have one, it's time to create one. Don't worry about the fee. Remember, PayPal is free. Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video. When it comes to finding vendors, most people would use Facebook as the main platform. This is due to the fact that it's so much easier to stay connected, not only just to the vendors, but other buyers as well. Not to mention, it's even more convenient to determine which vendors have the right niche of subscribers that suits your solo ad campaign. Let's jump into the module, shall we? Compared to using Google Search or solo ad membership sites, Facebook Group is perhaps one of the best mediums for you to find the most compatible solo ad vendor for you. It's also a great platform for both buyers and solo ad vendors to provide or gain first impression of a vendor. Through these groups, you gain access to other users' comments and the results they have gained from the solo ad vendors. That being said, there are various subgroups you can find in Facebook, and it's pretty easy to find a group. Now, to find a group, there are several keywords that you can use to find certain groups. 1. Testimonial. 2. Marketplace. 3. Traffic. 4. Traffic directory. 5. Group. 6. Tested. 7. Online market. These are the select few top keywords that are used to search for solo ad groups. Even though there are various groups to join, there are 2 things that you need to keep an eye out for. Firstly, to determine whether the group is still active or not. This is to ensure the group is still consistently getting updated from other members about solo ad vendors regarding feedback and status. Generally, smaller subgroups are the ones that potentially end up losing steam and go inactive, but it's best to check the group's latest posting through the timeline section. Secondly, go through the timeline posts to see the posting environment. What I'm trying to say is that any drama or conflicts being posted, spam or irrelevant posts, and toxic negative comments. If any of these issues are present in the group, it's best to move on and find the next group. Generally, most groups with administrators or moderators would do their job to moderate the group, and that's a good group to join in on. Even though most of the testimonials posts are positive, a majority of the posts are mostly done by other solo ad vendors and not the buyers. It's widely practiced by new vendors if they want to build reputation the fastest and easiest way. Chances are their list may even be similar to other vendors out there that help out each other as well. Generally, it's not a bad thing, but their list may become saturated instead of being a niche list of subscribers. If you're aiming for a niche list of subscribers, look for new vendors as their lists are not saturated with other solo ad vendors. You can easily determine it by their testimonials, the quantity of their sales, or even their referrals. That being said, you can still opt for mainstay vendors, especially those with positive reviews from various people's testimonies. I can't exactly point out each and every group due to the fact that there are tons of Facebook groups out there to join. The least I can do is recommend several groups that you should join. Solo Ad Testimonials, one of the groups with the highest amount of members, with over 26,000, so it's easier for you to find the right vendor that suits your niche. Other groups such as Solo Ads and Ad Swaps and ClickBank Testimonials are part of the groups with higher amounts of members, reaching over 10,000 as well. Even though groups with high amount of members could potentially widen your exposure for your ads, the results may still vary depending if the subscribers are compatible. If you're looking for a close-knit group with group members that only have over several thousand members or less, it may prove to be fruitful to you if you manage to get the right vendor. Check out Solo Ads Empire if you're looking for a private group instead. Besides looking for the right groups and vendors, the most important aspect when being part of a group is to abide to the group's rules and regulations. When it comes to posting, always follow the format that's been regulated for member posts, and only post certain content that is allowed depending on the group, such as testimonials or buying clicks only. Moreover, any post that requires in-depth details, such as funnel clicks or clicks banked, is required to be stated. Furthermore, always ensure the group rules regarding posting certain unrelated posts, such as clicks for sale, bank clicks, or affiliate links, is allowed or not. When it comes to post frequency, find out how many posts are allowed in a certain day or time frame to determine if a member is considered a spam or not. But posting for members are only limited to a single post per day. Last but not least, check any vendors that you're interested to conduct business with, either through the administrators or just checking out their blacklisted members page, just to ensure the vendor is not a scammer or a fraud. Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, I'll be talking about the types of freelancing you can do to earn fast cash. What is freelancing? Freelancing's probably the best way that you can make some fast cash online. It's completely legal and effective because you're selling your skills in service. It requires virtually no setup at all. You can do this even without a website. All you need to do is get yourself a payment processor so that you can accept payments online. Okay, let me explain the concept of freelancing with an example. Let's say you have a friend who knows that you can come up with some pretty cool website designs. You've been doing this for a while, but you never thought of doing this for the purpose of making money. So your friend emails you one day and asks if you design a website for him. He says he wants to put up a site for doing comic book sales. Then he says the magic words, "I'll pay you." Now think about this. You don't have your own website advertising your service as a web designer. You've done no advertising. You've done nothing but respond to an email asking for your help. And the person's willing to pay you for it. That's really all freelancing is. There are millions of people out there who need to have various odds and ends jobs done for them. They're willing to pay for this service. All you got to do is go to where these people are, Find out what they want and offer them your service. Yes, it's that simple. Okay, so the question is, what are you going to freelance? There are many opportunities on the internet that will allow you to render your services for a fee. Whatever it is you're good at, there are always people who need what you can provide. These opportunities are collectively known as freelancing. It's very easy to do some freelancing work on the internet. The entire world is your market. In the pages to come, we'll be discussing these 5 freelancing opportunities that can provide you with a stable income, the amount of which may even rival the salary you receive from your day job. Confused about where you can find work? This report will tell you where to source out some clients, enumerating specific places where you can find some projects, places which are proven, and places which are brimming with potential clients. It will ensure a great start for your freelancing career, and it will share some tips and tricks that'll help you to compete with the pros. Writing. The easiest way to make cash as a freelancer is through writing. All you need to have is a pretty decent command of the English language, including the proper use of spelling, punctuation, and grammar. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be decent enough. Freelance writers make about $3 to $10 per article for web content. I know $3 probably doesn't sound like a lot of money, but with practice, you could easily produce a couple of articles per hour, which would earn you a minimum of $10 or more per hour. That's not bad at all, considering you can do it from home or anywhere at all, and you don't have to fill out a job application or sit through an interview. It's one of the easiest ways to making some quick cash. Plus, as you go along the way, you build a reputation, come out with a portfolio of sample writing, and get some testimonials. You can increase the price you charge for your writing. You could easily be earning $6 to $10 per article in no time. That would mean you would be making $30 to $50 per hour. That's definitely not bad. Graphic design. Similar to freelance writing, freelance graphic design work is a great way to make quick money online. You can get paid anywhere from $10 for an advertising banner up to a few $100s for a complex website design. If you're really good, you can get higher prices than normal, especially once you get some testimonials. You'll need a website where you can showcase samples of your work. You can send potential clients to your website to see your work, check out your prices, and contact you if they want to hire you. For now, I'm going to assume that you don't have any prior experience to freelance graphic design. So in that case, it's essential that you begin by accumulating items to put in your portfolio, which you will show prospective clients. At a minimum, you will want to create the following objects. 1, an ebook cover. 2, a banner. 3, a small business logo. 4, a payment button. Remember, since all of your work is likely to be used for commercial purposes, it's critical to use stock photos and photos that are in the public domain. Otherwise, you could be violating someone's copyright. Once you've created a small portfolio of items that are sufficiently attractive and well polished, it's time to begin marketing your work through various channels. Technical work. Site setup, WordPress. You can also make some quick cash by offering your skills in some technical work like website setup or WordPress setup and design. There are businesses where the owners have no skill or knowledge at all in technical work, and as such, they're willing to pay those skillful ones to solve their problem. And there are also clients who have too much to handle and are just looking for extra help to take care of their site's maintenance and development. You can offer your service from simply setting up a website to selling a WordPress maintenance package to your clients. We're talking about offering a monthly WordPress maintenance package to your clients. There are plenty of small and mid-level organizations with no internal web team. They've got websites they outsource, and details like security and backups are a constant worry. WordPress needs to be kept up to date, and too often clients don't bother. Then you get that panicked call about a hacked site. Or some kind of oops makes it disappear. They want you to bring it back right now, but they never paid you to set up any kind of backup system. Or themes and plugins need to be updated, but that simple click breaks something and a client needs immediate help. You take care of the details and your client doesn't sweat it. To you, they're relatively minor issues, often automated and simple, but to your clients, they're business-stopping nightmares. Voiceover jobs are a growth industry now with so many websites wanting audio. For years, there's been a need for people to record audio for ebooks, videos, and more. You would be chosen for how your voice sounds, and you'd simply have to record a short script. This makes it a good side job for those who are looking for some fast, easy cash. The recordings can be done at home easily enough, and you're literally paid just to speak. As a voiceover artist, you can literally pick and choose your own hours. When you accept a voiceover job, you commit to doing the work by a certain time and date. All you have to do is have the recordings back to the company by that time and date. Apart from that, how and when you choose to do the work is entirely up to you. You can still work a day job and pick up voiceover freelance jobs to work on any other time. Getting paid for voiceover jobs can happen in a number of ways, but usually the money is simply deposited in your bank account and a set number of days after you've passed the recording over to the client. If you have PayPal, then it's a very common way to be paid for any online work. So it's worthwhile setting yourself up with a PayPal account the soonest. There's no charge for a PayPal account. Virtual assistant. Another easy way to raise some cash fast is to work as a virtual assistant. In short, you will be working as an administrative assistant, but through online. Generally, this means doing tasks like record keeping, database entry, and other repetitive tasks. Sometimes there are clients that are looking for something like submitting links to directories or managing an affiliate program. Most businesses today, whether big or small, are accepting the idea of having virtual assistants. This lessens the workload on the company and is cheaper than having to create a whole department to take on the same tasks. Virtual assistance is fast becoming a popular option for many. The following are some basic skills that most virtual assistants are expected to have. Word processing skills. Because a lot of the work involves word processing, such as data entry, typing, and other online documentations, the word processing knowledge will come in handy. Computer skills. The very nature of the job requires the extensive use of the computer, thus the need to become computer conversant. Being able to handle the more popular software and applications is also a prerequisite when it comes to available skills. Strong communication skills. This is also another necessity when it comes to the capabilities listed for virtual assistants. Being able to communicate effectively and accurately, both verbally as well as in writing, is very important, as a lot of the communication needs to be explicit and understood on all levels. Strong writing skills. The bulk of the work is done through emails and faxes. Therefore, there's a need to be well-versed in writing skills in order to execute the requirements of the job well. Proofreading material is also something that is expected as part of the job requirement. Strong management skills. This will come in handy when there is a need to coordinate several different elements at any given time. These areas may include the advertising aspect, the marketing side, and perhaps even the public relations platform of the business. If you need immediate payment, you should look for one-time small jobs. Put in a low bid and offer to work around the clock until you complete it. If you do a good job, there's a chance the client will release the funds to you within days, which you can then transfer to your PayPal account. Alternatively, you can pick up very large jobs and require clients to make a deposit of, say, 30% on acceptance of your bid. This means that you'll get 30% of the project's full cost as soon as you're hired, which you can immediately transfer to your PayPal account and then deposit in your bank. The ultimate idea here is to make credible bids. You can do this by writing a proposal that is specifically tailored to the project rather than just writing something generic. You can also do this by submitting samples of your past relevant work, a copy of your resume, and anything else that might provide specific information to the client.